You know William Shakespeare? Have you heard about him? Okay. The Merchant of Venice, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, King John, Midsummer Night Dream, and Julius Caesar. Okay? Now, let's say you want to remember this. Here's what you have to do. The idea is to take information we want to remember and associate it, connect it to information we will never forget. Do you know what we will never forget? What will you never forget even if I wake you up in the middle of the night? Food? You're right. We won't forget our body. We won't forget to eat or go to the bathroom. Or if I ask you to point at your knee, that's not the sort of information you need to think about. Knee, let me think. Where is my knee? Knee. Yeah. Here's my knee. No, we remember immediately where is our knee. So the idea is to take information and connect it to things we will never forget. For example, our body. So please stand up again. Okay. We are going to create a list. Like we take papers, information, sometimes we put it in drawers, we put it in different cabinets. We're going to create a mental filing system with our body. Please move the toes inside your sandals or shoes. Are you moving your toes? Okay, now touch your knees. Okay, now touch your bottom. Good. Now hold your waist. Okay. Now tickle your belly button. Okay. Go like this. And on your head. Once again, toes, knees, bottom, waist, belly button, chest, and head. Let's do it backward. Head, chest, belly button, waist, bottom, knees, and toes. Okay, please sit down. So here's the idea. We take information, keywords, names, and associate them to our body parts. How does it work? We want to remember The Merchant of Venice is one of Shakespeare's plays. We will associate it now to our toes, like we did with the bed, fish, carpet, right? Toes and The Merchant of Venice. I want you to imagine that you're a merchant, a salesperson. You're knocking on the door and somebody's opening the door. You want to sell them something, but he doesn't want to hear what you have to sell. So you're pushing, the merchant is pushing his leg inside the door so the other guy won't close the door on him, but he does, and it really hurts the toe. He slams the door on the toe of the Merchant of Venice, and it really hurts him. Can you imagine that merchant, Italian, because Venice is in Italy, Italian merchant, the door slamming on his toe. The toe, the aching toe, will remind us of the Merchant of Venice. Romeo and Juliet. From the toes, where do we move on to? Knees. Romeo and Juliet. This was a very wonderful love story about Romeo and Juliet, and it's a sad story actually because they couldn't get married. So I'd like you to imagine a tattoo of Romeo here, a tattoo of Juliet here, on both knees, two tattoos, and they don't meet because it's on different knees. So Romeo here, Juliet here. Hamlet. We're moving on to our bottom. Any association between the word Hamlet and our bottom? Ham. Yep, ham. This is the ham part. Okay, so, or we're sitting on ham. Ham will remind us of Hamlet. Now, King John, I want you to imagine King John with the wastes, is there anything that we can create an association between waste and King John? Any ideas?
King John is angry.
King John is angry, and so he's standing like this, right? What are you doing? Okay, King John angry, standing like this. Midnight summer dream. Belly button. What can we do? Any ideas? Maybe, can you imagine a midnight summer dream, very relaxed and serene, and there's a waterfall coming from our belly button. It's like the midnight, it's a dream, it's a not real dream. Waterfall reminding us of in the summer, midnight summer dream. And Julius Caesar, okay, so King John was angry, he was standing like this. Julius Caesar, he's like Tarzan. I'm the Caesar, okay? I am Julius Caesar. He goes like this. Good. And that's it. Not exactly, there's more. But before we see if the group remembers the list, can you? Pause, take a minute to go over your body parts, see if you remember. How to remember Shakespeare's plays? All you have to do is go over your body parts, they will remind you. The toes, what did we have on the toes? Merchant of Venice, sorry. Romeo and Juliet. This? Ham, but it's not ham, it's Hamlet. Hamlet. Okay. King John. This belly button? Midnight Summer Dream. And who did this? Julius Caesar. Does this work? Okay, wonderful. What was in the bed? Fish was on the floor instead of a? Carpet was used as a? Dress. Who had a dress? Dog. Where was the dog? What passed the car? TV was? Pot. What was stuck in the pot? That fell out of the? Trumpet. So far you have a wonderful memory. So we will now take a little break, 10-minute break. When you come back, you will see another amazing stunt, memory stunt. I will teach you how to remember languages in 1 month. I will give you the 7 tips to become a super student and much more. Please enjoy a 10-minute break. Thank you. You can also take a little break now. Make some coffee, grab something to eat. And if you don't mind, I'd like coffee with soy milk. No sugar, please. Thanks.